After a brief recess, welcome back to the Round 9 clash of the 2019 NBL season on the NBL YouTube channel. For those joining us for the first time, welcome along to the coverage. Don Valley last week went 50% with a win over COE in the most intense 30 seconds I've ever witnessed in my entire life. My heart is still recovering from last week's game with a 1-point win, 83-82. They did go 50% though over the weekend because they just fell to the Knox Raiders by 3, 80-77 away from home last Saturday night. The team know morale and confidence is at an all-time high. Anthony O'Dunsey is at his best, the new import for us. Harry Fowler's looking really good as well. The team is looking fantastic. I'm Michael Thompson in commentary for this one, and joining me as always is my expert Jamie Beaton. Jay, good evening and welcome back to the coverage.
Evening. Be interesting to see how this game plays out. We are without the services of Liam Thomas, and they are without the services of Dan Trist, both of who are joining the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix over on their China tour.
Interesting game we called last week, Jay. 83-82.
Yeah.
What was probably the most... I couldn't believe the last 30 seconds of that game.
Yeah, the boys certainly do know how to put the fear of God in you. It was interesting to see how they backed it up after a long game playing Knox, who are a very strong side as well.
Only lost by 3 though, which is...
Yeah, it was a good game.
Gallant effort from the boys.
We also don't have the services of Joel Spear tonight, who's out with an injury.
Do we know exactly what kind of injury he's sustained?
No, he's just not dressing as far as I'm aware.
So this could be an interesting one here between the Eagles and the Blues. As said, Dan Trist not playing because of the Phoenix duties. But another player we're definitely going to be on the lookout for tonight who's blowing up the NBL1 by storm. And I speak of the South Sudanese king himself, Majuk, the former NBL1 listed player, the former NBL listed player for the Melbourne United and for the New Zealand Breakers as well. Majuk has been killing it for the Frankston Blues this season.
Yeah, and Bozeman's not far behind him either. They're going to be a two-headed monster tonight.
We look at how the teams went last week. We spoke a little bit about how the Eagles went last week. But for those who want to be caught up a little bit on how the Blues won, they also went 50% last week as well. I'll tell you exactly how they went last week as well in that regard. So the Blues went down by 4, 104-100 over the Hobart Huskies in apparently another mouth-watering thing. But they got the win by 1, similar to what we did, 101-100 against the Ringwood Hawks.
Yeah, we're both around the same sort of level in the standings, and this is really a game that's going to see who makes a good playoff push.
They're looking for a 5th win here too, the Diamond Valley Eagles. Frankston are looking for win number 6 in season 2019, so it should be an interesting contest. It looks like our starting 5 tonight are going to be, trying to decipher who the starting 5 is going to be for Diamond Valley Eagles. There we go. So it's going to be Ben Allen, it's going to be Darcy Hart, it's going to be Joel Ryan, it's going to be Lucas Kafritzis, and it's going to be US import Logan Hovey. So the 2 co-captains out on court, which means that Allen is going to take the tip-off for the Eagles, and we'll finally, hopefully, get a reading on who's going to be starting for the Frankston Blues. Well, I take it, looking for who's ready to go as well. You're going to have Najil Young. You're going to have Majuk out there. I'm already right so far. You've also got Igor Hadzimировich. You've also got out there number 11, Will Pearce. And I'm going to see, look at that one. The last one is number 8, Lachlan Barker. So that's the same lineup for the Frankston Blues as Jay rejoins me in commentary for this one. Tip-off is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see Ben Allen taking on Majuk in what is going to be the tip-off of this men's contest here.
It's all good.
So it's going to be Ben Allen and Majuk to start things off in this one between the Blues and the Eagles. This is a mouth-watering clash, so stick with us on the NBL YouTube channel. you're enjoying your Saturday night. It's a bit cold outside, but we're going to make sure the action is hot, hot, hot. And it'll be Majuk to win the tip-off for the Blues, and they're away early. As Jay rejoins me on commentary, we've got Majuk handing off now over to Young. Over to Bozeman.
No surprises. They're trying to establish Majuk early.
Majuk for 2.
And Ben Allen picks up his first foul.
And it'll be Majuk who's going to go to the line for 2. Former Melbourne United star, Cole Hero at Melbourne United in the NBL competition, and then went over to the New Zealand Breakers last season.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he ends up. I'm sure someone will pick him up before season starts.
Hopefully the Phoenix pick him up. Like, I know that the Phoenix might maybe look at Majuk.
We get it. The Phoenix need to rebrand themselves as the NBL1 All-Star squad.
Majuk gets both free throws to kickstart this contest between the Eagles and the Blues. First 2 for the Frankston Blues.
I make a joke of it, but it's great to see teams picking up our NBL1 players and showing a pathway to the higher leagues.
Ben Allen shoves off Majuk and says, you know what, if you're going to get 2 points on the free throw line, I'm going to show exactly how I'm going to get 2 points.
Yeah, a little baby spin with his hook.
Ball with Majuk. Over to Hadzio Mirovic to Barker. Over to Young. Young almost. Allen rebounds. Stops Majuk from doing so. Adunsi using his speed a little bit. There's Harding for 3. Harding gets the first 3 off this game.
Great to see Harding getting started early. If we can get him in form and get him shooting, it'd be a great addition to the offense.
Bozeman off to Young. Young passes back over to Hadzio Mirovic. And Igor tried to shoot, spins, but great rebounding there from Anthony Adunsi, who's played so well since coming over. Adunsi getting his first 2 for the game. He's going to go to the line as well to hopefully add the extra.
Good to get the foul count started.
Adunsi averaging 11.5 points per game, 4 rebounds so far in season 2019 in his 4th game for the Eagles. Flick shot, I should say there, and easy bucket. Margin at 6. 8-2 in favour of the Eagles in this one. Look at the quick speed here from Bozeman. Bozeman using his speed to Majuk. Majuk over now to Hadzio Mirovic. Igor Hadzio Mirovic loses it.
Harding's going to pick up the foul there.
And it'll be Damon Bozeman to bring the ball back in for the Frankston Blues. 8-2. Baseline ball. Back to Majuk. Majuk to Young. To Bozeman. Bozeman thinking 2. He gets it. So 12 points scored in his first 2 minutes of the contest. I think we're in for a high-scoring affair tonight, Jay. What do you think?
Yeah, both teams can put points on the board in a hurry.
Good shot there from Rhymes. A little bit off there. Hobie couldn't get the rebound.
And it's turnover, so it's Diamond Valley ball.
Darcy Harding to bring the ball back in for the Eagles. Allen, deep 2. Missed. And picked up there by Igor Hadzio Mirovic. Over to Bozeman, who tried to go for a 3, couldn't do so, but Hadzio Mirovic.
Yeah, just quite short.
Picks up the offensive rebound. Over to Barker. Barker. Thinking 3, thinking 2. He's thinking 2. He's going to try and shoot for 2. He can't do so.
However, they corral the rebound and are going to get the putback. Number 15, which is Young, will be going to the line.
There's Jill Young going to the line for 2.
Diamond Valley need to be careful. That's their 3rd foul in 3 minutes.
It's going to be a physical contest here too. Zhang puts it into the bucket. And Young can also sink. He's second there, and the margin is back to 2 points.
Well, we knew that lead wasn't going to hold for long, not with the firepower on both sides.
Well, they went to triple digits last week, Frankston, in both games. One with a win, one with a loss, 104 and 101. Allen, beautiful layup shot there from Ben Allen. And big boy Ben's going to hopefully try and have a good game tonight. He's up to 4 points so far. Quick tap in there from Majuk. Margin is back to 2, so a bit of free-flowing shooting from both sides.
Majuk only actually averages 12 points a game, so he's getting off to a hot start.
Ball is back with the Blues. It's through Hatemarovic. Hatemarovic to Bozeman.
Feel like the foul's going to be on Rhymes. Oh no, it's Darcy Harding, it's his second. So he will be taking a break.
He's coming on court for his first minutes of the game. And it'll be Damon Bozeman to shoot the 2 here, Jay. To tie things up at 10-all. 6.5 minutes left in the first. He gets the first. Getting well looked after as well from the catering department too, which is always good. Bozeman will get the second as well. So the margin is 10-all, 6:27 left in the first. Adunsi to Kafritzis. Hopefully he'll have some good minutes there. Ben Allen. Allen thinking a deep 2. Couldn't do so in the end. Rebound there from Majuk. And Majuk passes over to Bozeman.
Nice little no-look pass.
He's Young. Young loses the ball in the end. And Logan Hovey can bring the ball back in from the baseline for the Eagles. Adunsi. As I said, he's been fantastic since crossing over from the Southern Sabres from last season. And Adunsi now up to 5 points for the game so far. He's looking good. He's looking well at home, isn't he, Anthony Adunsi?
Yeah, it hasn't taken him long to learn the offense and get adjusted.
He's a bit more comfortable, especially inside the paint. Ball with Damon Bozeman. Thinking deep 2 is Bozeman. Ball bounces out there. Ben Allen picks up the defensive rebound, and the Eagles, they're away now through Adunsi. Adunsi was thinking 3. He'll pass over to Hovey. Hovey's in the paint for 2. Hovey's going to try and get through the last man, which was Najel Young.
He's his foul. It's going to be a baseline ball, and Young should pick up the foul.
And Najel Young will pick up the foul there as Harry Fale is about to come on for his first minutes of this contest, and Joel Rhymes will take a spell. He was pretty instrumental last week against COE, Harry Fale.
Yeah, he's a good little pickup for us. He's got a lot of range. He can orchestrate your offense. Nice to have as a backup point guard, and he's going to be vital without the services of Joel Spear tonight.
Here's 3 from Fale. Can he get it? He can't. It was a bit short, but Allen can pick up the 2.
And 1 for big Ben Allen.
You're right.
Maybe Harry are trying to argue that was just a pass.
I was going to say, Harry Fale, though, the one good thing about Harry is that at the most vital points of the contest last week against COE, he picked up 5 clutch points.
Yeah, he's a veteran through and through. He's going to add some scoring punch for us, it seems.
Big boy Ben to go to the line for 1 extra. Game high 6 points for Ben Allen at the moment. He'll make that 7, and the margin's out to 5, 15, 10. 5:06 left in the first. Frankston through Bozeman to Hatzimarovic. Over now to Will Pearce, who's just put himself in. And Majuk with an easy 2 points from the big South Sudanese. Margin now at 3, 15-12. Hovey, Fale, Allen. Back to Adunsi for 3. Can he get it? He can!
He knew that was going down before it left his hand.
Anthony O'Dunty from downtown. The first time I can say that tonight, Jay. Igor Hatsiamarovic trying to get two of his own. He does. Swish there from Igor Hatsiamarovic. Margin back to 4 points. O'Dunty looking for home. He couldn't do so. And Igor Hatsiamarovic again.
Yeah, just didn't really have enough heat on the pass.
Trying to go coast to coast. Couldn't do so. And the Eagles can reset through big boy Ben Allen. He'll pass off to Harry Fail. He'll pass over to big boy Ben. To Gafritzis. Looking dangerous in the paint. He'll pass to O'Dunty. Back to Ben. Gafritzis going to go for three. Couldn't do so in the end. Unfortunate for the youngster. And Frankston again are away. Barker to Hatsiamarovic. And an easy layup there from the Frankston star.
No help defense.
Easy layup, and the margin's been cut back now to 2. 18 to 16. 3:30 left in the first. Dunty to Fail. Fail to Gafritzis. Gafritzis to Fail. They're going to try and score their points in the paint. And again, as I said, like last week,
Nice finish.
A few clutch points, a few finishes like that from Harry Fail. And you're right, Jay. Handy little shooting guard. Great replacement for Joel Spear, especially for tonight. So it wasn't all doom and gloom.
That was a bit unfair. Harry Fail's a lot shorter than Majuk down there.
And Majuk made him look like chopped liver because he put it in for 2 and he made it look way too easy.
Put his hand above Harry's head.
Good deep two there from great deep two there from Logan Hovey, and extends the margin back out to 4 as Luke Leezy and Dylan Dunstan look like they're going to make their first appearance of the night. Oh, beautiful stuff from Gafritzis. Great block, great steal. And it's a shame, no, he couldn't get the 2 points because he could have got himself 3. But he'll be going to the line for 2 anyway to hopefully start his account tonight. Allen off. O'Dunty off. Timeout called. 22-18. Here's my expert analysis now from Jay Beat. Jay, tell us a little bit about some of the stats already in that first quarter, because at the moment the Eagles are all over the Frankston Blues.
It's going to depend on who wants to actually play defense. Every team's shooting above 50% in pretty much every category. The offense is not the problem for either side here. It's who's going to lock down and get some stops.
Well, they're 9 from 15 at the moment from the field, 64% from 2 points from inside the paint, and from deep, they're at half, 50%, 2 from 4. But their free throws are a lot better than Frankston at the moment. 2 all and 6 of 7 in the free throw range. Turnovers, though, 3-1 in favour of Frankston. So Frankston are turning the ball over way too easily.
Yeah, it's a little bit too early to be looking at some of those. The game's just getting started, and it's really going to depend on who plays defense first.
O'Dunty with 8 points. Allen with 7.
We need to be careful with these mixed cross matches on Majuk. Like, you can't have Harry Fail, who's 6 foot, guarding Majuk.
Who's about 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah, on a bad day.
Like, the one thing, though, especially with the substitution and without Liam Thomas being here too, is that Luke Lee's game is going to have to be on his game to try and shut down Majuk.
I've watched a lot of Luke Lee's gang now. He's a true stretch 4. He definitely doesn't have enough size to be guarding Majuk straight up, so there's going to have to be a lot of help defense there.
Gafritzis hits his first shots. So the Eagles are at 3 of 3 from free throws so far in this game. Oh, it's beautiful stuff from Lucas Gafritzis. He's up to 2 points. As it looks like we're going to see Tom Garrett for his first minutes here for the Frankston Blues very, very shortly. Ball's with the Blues through Majuk. And again, he's using his frame way, way too quickly, way too easily there. Here's Hovey for a deep 2. Can't get there in the end. He's again. As you said, though, trying to use out his stretched arms. He's got good wingspan, does Luke Leezy gang.
Yeah, he's all arm and leg. But now this is a lot better matchup. You got Ben back on there to straight up guard Majuk. And now look at the matchup Luke Lee's gang's on. He's got the height and the reach, so he can become a bit more effective.
He's on Tom Garrett, the 19-year-old guard for the Blues. As they'll reset here, the Blues to Bozeman to Garrett, back to Bozeman. Margin still at 6 in favour of the Eagles. Bozeman trying to get through the last, and he can. Good layup shot there from Damon Bozeman. And the margin's been cut back to 4, 24-20, with under 2 minutes left in the first. Allen to fail. Joel Rhymes about to check back in very, very shortly. Kafritzis leads again. Deep 2 for him. Couldn't do so. And rebound there from Majuk. And the Blues are away. They're going to try and cut the margin back here. They're going to try and go coast to coast to McDonald. And couldn't do so. Margin at 4 with 88 seconds left. And it will be Alistair McDonald going to the line for 2. Very high scoring affair. 44 points scored in this first quarter already. And McDonald with a swish. I had to double check both the record and our records as well, Jay. But McDonald's not wearing the number 4. He's wearing the number 2 tonight. Alistair McDonald is.
Yeah.
So it did catch me a little bit off guard.
Well, that's what we like to do. We like to keep you on your toes.
You always do. Fail. Lees again. Can he get 2? He can. Through the back door. He found the back door and 2 quickly. Too easy. The margin is back at the 4. Here is McDonald. Quick and efficient. Majuk tried to do so. It was a bit too high for him.
Reynolds grabbed the...
Oh. Trying to see who's down the shuffle there. I think it was
Dylan Dunstan and Bozeman got tied up.
Bozeman won that battle. Bozeman might win it. He's going to get the net. He found all net. And he's tight. It's 2 points the margin now, 26-24 with 45 seconds left in the first. And again, you need to shut down Majuk because he can do stuff like that. Bozeman to Majuk. Back to Bozeman.
You've got to guard the penetration and you've got to finish layups.
Bozeman tie things up. No, he can't. Foul's been picked up and the Eagles can reset.
Beyond Bozeman, I imagine. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's a bonus situation.
Yep. So we're going to line for 2.
I believe they're going to put Harry Fail at the line. Yeah. And there is subs to come on. Hovey for Lee's gang. And because the Duncey's not moving, I imagine it's a sub on shooter for Harry Fail.
Well, he's shooting at about 40% at the moment, is Harry Fail. So not too bad. As he's stepping up tonight in the absence of Joel Spear. And he could be the X factor for the Eagles as he gets the first. He goes up to 3 now for the game. Interesting start to this contest between both teams, isn't it, Jay?
Once again, it's a lot of offense. 25 and 30 points is what it's likely to end up around.
Failed to take
in a
spell.
quarter.
A Duncey on for the last 30 seconds of his first quarter.
Diamond Valley would love to get a stop. And if they can get it near the end of the clock, it'd give them 6 seconds.
And plus, it'll be great as well. It'll be good to give the crowd something, especially a 30-point quarter, which is what the Eagles are looking like they're about to do.
I don't think the Eagles have broke 100 all year, so it'd be interesting to see if we can tonight.
We could be close if this keeps going the way it is offensively. McDonald, unguarded, and 2 points from Alistair
still
McDonald.
running. They've got to be aware of the 4 seconds left.
Dunstan, can he do something? Quick one here from Rhymes. And it's counted, is it?
The ref has counted it.
It's counted it.
Baseline ref has counted it.
30 points in that first quarter from Diamond Valley, and they're up by 4 at the end of 1. It's 30-26 against Frankston. Welcome back to the coverage. It's at 30-26. And to give his quarter time analysis very, very shortly is my expert, Jay Beaton. Jay, tell us about some of the stuff you saw in that first quarter.
Yeah, it was a great offensive quarter. We've got Dunsey on 8 points, Ben Allen on 7. Very equal sharing of the scoring load.
It'll be Logan Hovey to bring the ball back in for the Diamond Valley Eagles here. Hovey over to Harding. Harding back to Hovey. This is exactly what we want to see from the Eagles early on. Early bucket will count here. Hopefully, Rhymes, can he get it? No, he can't in the end. Ball looked like it was going out. It stays in. Logan Hovey to Joel Rhymes. Rhymes take 2. Won't do so. He'll give it to Hovey instead. He'll try and get the 2 point. He's unguarded. He's guarded. He's got 4 to take on. Shot clock is still there, and the Blues are away now. The
Blues almost like watching volleyball.
It is like watching volleyball. Barker, and that shuts it down there. Lachlan Barker gets the 2 points. And Ben Allen's going to be the one to bring the ball back in from the baseline as Adansi and Pierce are going one-on-one. Adansi's winning that against Pierce. Allen for 3. Allen for 3. Oh, Benny Allen. More of that, thank you very much. Margin at 5 points, 33-28, 9 minutes left in the seconds. They're shooting well at the moment, 3 from 5 for 3-pointers, Jay. Ball with Pierce. He can't do so. Good rebound there from Darcy Harding. Harding to Adansi. And then again, they can reset. Good stuff here from the Eagles. This is what the Blues are a little bit. They're a little bit shaken at the moment. Whistle's being called.
Foul's been called on White 10, which is Tom Garrett.
And it looks like at the moment the Blues are a little bit, they're ropeable at the moment, the Frankston. Is that the vibe you're getting too, Jay? They're a bit ropeable by the Eagles?
I think they're just a bit shocked. They weren't expecting us to hang 30 points on them in the first quarter.
No.
Coach won't have been too happy about it. They're just trying to settle down.
Rhymes can't do so in the end. Picked up there by Young. Andrew Harms would not be too happy with how the Blues are playing so far. However, Grant Wallace will be pretty impressed that his lads were able to put 30 on the board in the first quarter.
Yes and no. Grant Wallace will be happy with how many we scored, but Grant Wallace won't be happy with the amount we gave up.
Yeah, because we gave up 26.
26 in a quarter is never a good sign.
No.
And because we had a good quarter doesn't mean we're going to have a good game. You don't want to let shooters get in a rhythm.
Logan Hovey with a deep 2 there, and the margin now out to a 5-point lead in favour of Diamond Valley with 7 minutes and 54 seconds left in the second. Young over to Barker. Barker trying to find opportunity there for 3. He can't do so. They'll pick up the ball, though, through Tom Garrett. Majuk guarded there by Harding. Harding trying to stick with Majuk. Oh my goodness.
That's Harding's third. He's going to be going back to the bench.
He is indeed. And Majuk looked like he was going to go for a bit of a dunk there. And Ryan Bulkett.
Yeah, Bowie's coming on. He's a player who plays both NBL1 and youth. So it'd be interesting to get him some good minutes out here tonight.
Tell us a little bit about Ryan Bulkett.
Well, he sort of plays the off guard with the youth and puts up a lot of points. He's one of the more veterans in the youth side. Great player for youth who's getting some experience up in the senior team.
And that's the one problem too that the Eagles are going to have all night as well, is trying to control the frame of the big South Sudanese and Majuk.
Yeah, Ben Allen's going to have to really earn his money tonight. He's going to come off sore tomorrow morning.
Majuk now up to 8. He's 8-4 for the game. Here is Bulkett. Bulkett to Hovey. Back to Ryan Bulkett. Back to Hovey. Trivial. 2-point opportunity.
O'Dunsey was just so surprised it hit him.
Wasn't expecting that. And the Blues.
Bozeman's coming back on, and so is
Hadziomorovic.
Yeah, just they're in the wrong order on my sheet.
Set thrown off a little bit by the fact that Alistair McDonald is wearing number 2 out there, not number 4. Here is Damon Bozeman, who was the danger man for the Blues in that first quarter. Quick one there from Barker. Couldn't do so. Good rebound there from the Eagles. Great defending there from the Eagles. And Hovey!
You were getting ready for your dunk, weren't you?
I was indeed, but the layup is just as good anyway from Logan Hovey. He's shown why he's putting teams to the sword in the paint. He's been doing that all season as well as Logan Hovey. Averaging still 18.5 points per game as well there, Jay. Not bad from the import.
Well, that's what you want out of imports, isn't it?
Yep. Majuk again making Ben Allen look like chopped liver. A little bit too easy there for Majuk.
Bozeman's going to pick up the foul.
Over to bring the ball back in. Here's a Dunsey now to Boquette. Boquette to Rhymes. Joe Rhymes, long pass over to Ryan Boquette. Boquette for two, he'll get it. Great stuff from the youth league play for the Eagles. And the margin's back out to 5, 39-34, 6:05 left in the second. That's what you want to see from youth plays too, Jay.
Yeah, stepping up and earning their minutes.
Young to Barker.
Bogut with the massive block.
It was almost a travel there too from Barker. Looked like he tucked the ball underneath his shoulder and was about to take a few more steps. One step too far.
Harry Fail checking back in and Joel Rhymes checking out.
If you just joined us as well for the first time, Joel Spear not playing tonight. This has been called there. Joel Spear's got an undisclosed injury. Harry Fail looks like he's going to be playing the Joel Spear role tonight for the Eagles. As Najil Young is about to shoot two from the line. With 5:50 left, it's 5 points at this point in time. Young will get his first there. That puts him up to 3 points. He's up to 4 points now as Najil Young. And the margin's at 3. Fail to Allen. Allen to a Dunsey thinking 3. Can't do so. It rebounds into the possession, the bread basket of Najil Young, who's trying to go coast to coast there. Hatio Morovic finds Bozeman. Majuk versus Allen. Adansi tried to help as well. Great stuff from Adansi. Couldn't do so in the end there from Najil Young. And Najil Young cuts the margin back to 1 point in this one. 39-38. Coast to coast stuff there from Logan Hovey. Quick, surefire shots here from both sides in this one. Damon Bozeman is having a great game so far. Young couldn't get through Hovey, and they've spilled the ball. It's off to Fail. Harry Fail over to Hovey. Hovey for throw. Hovey for a dunk. Hovey puts it in, and it's now 5 points in favour of the Eagles.
That one's got to make the highlight reel this week.
It's got to make the top 10, that's for sure. Bozeman for a deep two. Couldn't get there in the end. And they can reset here. Can the Eagles? Adansi. Oh, he's having a field day out there. He's put it up now. It's 7 points the margin. And a timeout's been called by the Frankston Blues.
I think the timeout was actually by Grant Wallace.
I said morale was high, and the confidence levels are high in the men's side, and it's showing, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah, no, it's been a great half. They really do need to pick up the defense because I'm not sure how long the offense will sustain this. They're going to get over 50 for the first half, that's for sure.
Well, if you look at it too, 30 points in the first quarter. They've scored 15 points so far in this second quarter as well. So it looks like it may be close to a 30-point quarter from the Eagles if they keep this up.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to definitely get some points on the board tonight. We just got to lock down on D. There's too many fouls. Look, Majuk is a beast.
Yep.
Let's put it that way.
You've got to put it that way.
Stop fouling him. If he's going to score, let him score. Don't be fouling him and bailing him out. He's not going to finish every single rebound. He misses a lot of them. don't bail him out. We've already now got 2 players in foul trouble just trying to foul Majuk.
And if you look at the Eagles as well, they're sharing the load around. So 10 points equal for Anthony Adunsi, for Logan Hovey, for Ben Allen. So it's good to see a spread of scoring from the Eagles in this one too. It's good. It's a lot better too. So we don't have to rely on players like Joel Spear or Anthony Adunsi or even Ben Allen to score, 20 points per game. If you can spread the sharing of points, then it's going to make it a lot easier with the flowing of the ball and the flowing of the passage.
The big one is they need to try and keep Bozeman quiet. He's already got 10 points.
Nigel Young, good flick pass there from Boquet.
Yeah, he was trying to keep it in, but just had his foot on the line.
Unfortunate. So Igor Hatimorovic will bring the ball back in for the Blues. Allen spotting Majuk. And that's where the ball goes. Goes back now to Hatimorovic. Good dodging, weaving now. Boquet, but couldn't get there in the end. Rebound. Majuk just smashes the ball back into the hands of Bozeman. And McDonald will go, Hatimorovic will go down.
Ben Allen committing the foul. Be his second.
And Igor Hatimorovic will go to the line now for 2. This game is looking more and more tenable, as said. 15 points have been scored so far from the Eagles in this second. 12 points have been scored by Frankston. Igor Hatimorovic hits the rim and it goes back there. Gets through. One more shot for Igor Hatimorovic in this one. We look at some of his stats. He's shooting from the field at 40%. And he gets that one as well. So the margin cut back to 5 in this one. 4 minutes left in the second. As Lucas Kafritzis is about to check back in for this one. The ball is with Harry Fail. Fail to Adunsi. Adunsi to Allen. Allen, long pass over to Ryan Boquet. He's having a fantastic game so far. Adunsi. And the 2 points will count, Jay.
Yeah, no, it's a great move by Adunsi. He's definitely picking up some scoring slack tonight. And ironically, he's about to be subbed off. It's a sub on shooter. It's the reward you get for scoring the bucket, huh?
Kafritzis ready to go. He's also got the Nike headband on tonight. There's Lucas Kafritzis.
Yeah, I love how he shaved his head and he still needs the headband.
He can't get the second.
Literally defeats the purpose.
So Kafritzis will be subbing on at the next dead ball. Nigel Young. Bozeman. Bozeman is directing traffic. Barker, here we go. Young can't get there. Majuk trying to get the ball in. He does. Majuk got 3 players to contend with.
So they're going to have a sideline ball because because the score bench didn't manage to reset the shot clock in time. So our score bench just sort of bailed out Frankston.
Kafritzis comes on now for more minutes.
Yeah, Dunsi's going to get a well-earned breather.
He had a good first quarter, Lucas Kafritzis did.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's not going to, quote-unquote, dominate in the scoring aspect. He's one of those, he's just going to compete and give you a little bit of everything.
Sorry, Jay, I was going to say that Damon Bozeman's been called for a travel there, so the Eagles will get the ball back through Logan Hovey on the sideline. Harry Fail. To Allen. Allen to Kafritzis. And the bucket will count.
The M1.
Is probably his good. It's probably been his best game so far this season, Lucas Kafritzis.
Yeah, he's got 4 points with a chance at one more.
4 points, shooting at 50%, 1 assist, and 1 steal too.
That's his sort of game, though. He's more likely to go for a 5-by-5 than a 30-point game.
And he gets the extras too. And the margin suddenly is out to 10 points. And we've scored 20 points in this quarter. So we're nearing almost scoring 30 points again. We've got 3 minutes to do so. Majuk loses his footing temporarily. Bozeman for a deep 2. Can't get there in the end. Hovey jumps up. Nigel Young try and get it. He goes through the back door and cuts the margin back to 8. What is he from the sideline there, Jay?
He's just getting his subs back on. He's got Lee's gang for some extra height, and he's got Udunsi for the scoring punch. I imagine you'll have both Fail and Kaf come off, or maybe Boca.
Bit too fast there from Kafritzis on that pass to Hovey, but Kafritzis draws the foul.
Oh, he's bringing Big Boy Ben off and Fail.
Dante back on, Luke Lee's again back on as well.
Luke Lee's going to have to do all his work early. He can't just be shielded down on the block against Majok. He needs to give up positioning early. Majok will just walk through him.
3-point opportunity there for the Blues. Failed to do so, and now we're away. Dante looking good, looking flash. Over to Kafritzis, over to Boket. Kafritzis' 3-point opportunity was short.
Bozeman had his foot on the line when he corralled the ball, so it is a Diamond Valley baseline.
He cannot believe it. He literally cannot believe it.
Boca out, Dunstan in.
Bozeman is not happy. And yet again, baseline ball, Diamond Valley. Adunsi to Dunstan. To Hovey was thinking, but a foul's been picked up there.
Reach-in foul by Young, I believe. Who's shaking his head in disbelief as he's subbed out, making way for Pierce.
Franks has been on the ropes here.
Yeah, Diamond Valley have eclipsed 50 before the half. Hovey's going to the line for 2.
If he can get the 2 here, Logan Hovey, then it's going to be 22 points so far for the half. 22 points so far for the quarter, 52 for the half.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if the offense can sustain itself. We're getting contributions from everywhere.
Well, as you said, though, it's interesting you say this too, as Hovey converts and puts the margin out to 9 points. We haven't hit the triple figures yet so far this season, and yet tonight could be the night against a team that is synonymous with hitting triple figures so far this season in Frankston.
Yeah, as I said, Frankston really like their up and down pace, and they're willing to hang points on the board. But that does mean they give up a lot of points. Can we sustain the offense when in a game we can usually lock down our D?
Buck. So the ball was with McDonald.
We keep teams to quite low score lines.
Oh, Hovey!
He's been called for goaltending, so the bucket counts.
It was a fantastic looking block from Logan Hovey in the end. But the 2 points will count, so the margin is at 7. Luke Lees again. Adunsi. Ball stays with Adunsi. He's going to use his speed, his finesse here. Find Hovey. Couldn't do so. Found Majuk instead. And the Blues are away. Hatia Mirovic for Frankston. Looking for the big guy. He found him. He found the South Sudanese giant, Majuk. And Majuk will put that in the bucket for 2.
Yeah, but that's good defense. Hovey gives up the size, can sort of handle himself physically, but didn't foul. We'll live with Majuk hitting points like that. You just don't want to put him in fouls. Here
comes Majuk's kryptonite and Ben Allen about to come back out onto the floor. Ball was lost as well, and Frankston. Last touch from them as Kafritzis will bring the ball back in from the base side. Dylan Dunstan will bring the ball back in from the sideline. Ben Allen comes back on. Luke Lees again comes off. And we've got 56.2 seconds left in the second.
Rhymes on, calf off.
21 points in the quarter to 20. So pretty even quarter from both sides. We look at it. Ball back. Oh dear. That's a turnover. And we're not going to get punished.
They're fighting themselves for it.
Now we're being punished through Will Pierce.
Ironically, that actually won't count as a points off turnover for the stat.
Oh, really?
The point came off the rebound.
It was almost a points off turnover.
Yeah.
Dunstan to Adunsi. Here's Anthony Adunsi over to Allen for 3. It hit the rim, and that was about it. And the Blues can reset. Shot clock is not in effect because there's 14 seconds left in this half. McDonald Trying to get one last hurrah for the Blues. Can't do so, but Jock will tap it in, no. He'll tap it in.
Not sure he's aware of the clock.
And so at halftime, it is 51 Diamond Valley, 50 Frankston. Stick with us. We'll be back very shortly with the halftime show and the second half of this contest. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Diamond Valley Stadium. Margin is at 1 point here, 51 Diamond Valley, 50 Frankston, to give us an analysis of the first half of this game. Here's my expert tonight in Jay Beaton. Jay, take it away.
Yeah, just having a look through the plus-minuses, be definitely good to see some more minutes out of Harry Fail, having the top plus-minus on the team. Second top, sorry. Behind Anthony O'Dunsey, who's playing a lot of minutes. The points off turnovers is pretty even. You don't really have much of discrepancy in the turnovers. The one that's really good to see is the 9 assists from us, and that the scoring's a balanced effort. Everyone, except for Dylan Dunstan, is up on the board, and he's been doing a lot more of the setting up.
It's been really good from the Eels in this one.
Yeah, we're just balancedly scoring. We're holding Majuk as low as we can. Like, you're never going to shut him out of a game, but if you can hold him to 14 points at half, it's already above his season average, but you're doing well.
Absolutely.
Bozeman's only on 10 as well, so at least they're not killing us.
We're about to get started for the second half here. As we begin the second half here at Diamond Valley Stadium, it was Frankston who bring the ball back in for this one. Tell us, what if you're Grant Wallace, what would you have said to the boys at halftime?
You've got to lock down the defense because it's now only a 1 point game, and just keep the offense moving. They're doing really well in not just trying to isolate players, they're trying to share the ball around and find the right shots.
Allen to Hovey. Hovey was thinking slam dunk early in this third. That blocked off there for Majuk, who's having a great game for the Blues. He's really trying to get himself back into NBL territory as well, Majuk, after being released from the New Zealand Breakers at the conclusion of this season.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he gets picked up for next season. Surely somebody will take another look at him.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if you look at someone like Majuk, he can still play at the highest level.
Well, look what he's doing tonight.
Dunsey tried to do so, couldn't do so in finding the net. Found Majuk instead, and Blues can reclaim here. They can't. So a few minor mistakes from both sides early in this third. And I'm thinking the whole is going to be how's this going to be coming down from both sides? A Dunsey.
Well, the offenses are going to go stagnant at some point. You can't sustain this all game, which we've proven we haven't scored since the beginning of this. That's our first bucket to start the quarter. That's what I was trying to say.
Good start. Good pass there from Darcy Harding.
Yeah, we've just got to get some stops.
Down low to Logan Hovey, who scores the first bucket, as you said, Jay, for us in this third.
We can't go 2 minutes without a score if we're not going to get stops.
McDonald tried to think three, couldn't do so. Hatzimorovic will pick up the scraps, and he'll pick up a 2 point and put the Blues back in the lead, 54-53, with 7:50 left in the third. Harding to Allen. Allen versus Majuk. Allen wins. Rhymes almost putting it in. Couldn't do so with the putback. Garrett using his speed. Finds Pierce. Pierce. McDonald. Hatzimorovic again. And Tom Garrett, I should say.
Now got a lead.
Tom Garrett with a fantastic three for the Frankston Blues. And you're right, Jay, there's a bit of a lead now for the Blues. It's 56-53. Allen thinking three himself. Oh, my God.
He's not happy about the contact from Majuk.
He made that look too easy, that three-pointer there, Ben Allen did.
Yeah, that was deep range.
That was very deep. Almost Joel Spielreich deep. Deep two here. Opportunity for McDonald.
Ben's got to jump on that, though. He can't sink in the paint.
And Alistair McDonald with a quick two-pointer there. A Dunsey.
Trying to draw some contact.
There was a little bit of contact, not enough to warrant a foul. Rhymes back to Anthony Dunsey. Whistle's been called. And it's on Tom Garrett. Jay, I'm going to get you to investigate where the foul was. As
it was pushing foul off the ball.
Harry Foul makes his way back on and Joel Rhymes comes off. So it'll be baseline ball in lieu of Darcy Hutt, in lieu of what the Blues have done. Hovey, made that look too easy.
He muscled his way through.
He bustled through Tom Garrett. And the margin now is at a stalemate at 58 apiece. Bit of contact between.
That's Darcy's fourth, so he'll be going back to the bench. Ryan Bokert will be replacing him.
Another notable absentee from tonight's game too is Matt Reynolds.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he is tonight, actually. We weren't informed.
So it's at 58 apiece with 6.5 minutes left in the third. There's Jill Young to bring it back in from the sideline. And he'll find big boy Majuk. Hatzia Morovic. Over to McDonald. And again, opportunity now for the Blues to get a two-pointer through Majuk.
Yeah, look, you're going to live with that. If Majak's going to hit fading hook shots, you take it.
Majuk up to 16 now. He's 16 and 7. 16 points, 7 rebounds for the South Sudanese. Former United, former Breaker.
I'm glad there was nobody in that seat because Hovey just had to wander into the stands.
He's acquainted himself very well with the Frankston female team.
Not sure they'd be complaining. However, he is a big boy, so if he landed on one of them, they'd certainly complain.
Yep. Hovey. That's the beauty if you're sitting like courtside. The risk is unparalleled if you're going to get potential contact with a player. Especially with how physical this game's become. Fail. A Dunsey for three. A Dunsey can't get there in the end with that three. Rebound there from Jill Young. And the Blues have reset through defense. Ball with Alistair McDonald. In the paint. Going to go as far as he could into the paint.
Yeah, Hovey had really good defensive possession on it. Great
defensive skills there from Hovey, but a Dunsey can put in a two-pointer instead and tie the thing up at 60 all. 5:27 left in the thirds. So it's a high-scoring contest, this one.
Yeah, we gave up the lead for the first 2 minutes of the quarter, and hopefully we can get it back.
Oh,
it's a lovely steal by Dunsey.
And he's going to hold on to it too.
There's a lot of contact there, though.
Beautiful stuff from Anthony Dunsey. Hovey was thinking slam dunk. Great pass there from Boket. Allen will think three instead. Can't get there, unfortunately. And the ball bounces out, and there's Jill Young with another defensive rebound for the Blues. That's their 17th defensive rebound of this game. Ball with Najil. Tried to find Majuk.
Just wasn't ready for it.
And the smile on the South Sudanese face shows you the reason why. He was not looking at that ball whatsoever. Didn't realise how close it was going to be. Pays dividends for the Eagles though, Jay, because they get the ball back on the baseline.
And during my yawn, McDonald's taken a break and Barker has entered the game.
Is that a quiet one tonight?
They're just
Barker?
mopping up the puddle that was Anthony Dunsey.
Fortunately, Paul James and...
I love how he has a mop squad and he still ends up doing it himself.
Well, we had an issue with the mop squad a few weeks back, actually.
I think we're supposed to call them Team of the Week now. Because they don't do mop squad.
No, it's just Team of the Week now. And one of the kids is getting a clap and a high five from his teammates for doing a good job of mopping up Anthony Dunsey's sweats. Ball with Ryan Boquette. Good bounce pass to Allen. Short pass over to Fail. Fail with a deep two there. Oh, beautiful stuff from Harry Fail.
Yeah, if only his feet were behind the line.
Maybe one or two more steps behind the line, and that would have been a certain three from Harry Fail. Going match that deep two. Coming
that was
through.
Great help side defense by Harry Fail.
Shut down Damon Bozeman. Ball sticks with the Eagles. Boquette's got it. Fail's got it still as well. Keeping his feet for the short time. Allen got plenty of space on that three. Ben Allen. Beautiful three there from Benny Allen. Big boy Ben. Again, now up to 16 points for the game. And he's having a blinder tonight. is one of the co-captains of the Eagles.
Yeah, he's showing his height and his range.
Margin now at 3. 65 Eagles, 62 Frankston.
The Frankston captain is certainly getting into his coach.
Boquette. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful stuff from Ryan Boquette. And a back-to-back three-pointer there from the Eagles.
Yeah, Ryan Boquette's a funny one. You look at him and he doesn't look that athletic, and then he just burns past you. Like, he is extremely athletic.
Hovey wasn't ready for that one. Nigel Young's going to try and get through
Harry
the last.
Fail with the weak side block.
And last touch came off.
O'Dunsey to take a breather and Kath in.
Thought it was Majuk with the last touch, but it was actually called on Ben Allen. So Frankston will bring the ball back in, and they're behind by 6, 68-62. 3:13 left in the third. Joe Rhymes about to...
While the ref wonders about the last sub, we'll make another one.
Joe Rhymes recreates himself on court. Logan Hovey can take a bit of a breather there. He's had a fantastic game tonight, Logan Hovey. 16 points, 4 rebounds. Done very well. Few for the highlight reel. As Hatia Mirovic gets the 2 points and will go to the line for the extra. Nigel Young to come back out on court. Will Pearce to take a seat for Frankston. Margin at 4, 68 Eagles, 64 Frankston. Igor Hatsiamirovic.
Yeah, the captain.
12 points, shooting at 63% tonight. 3 rebounds. He'll get the extras. He's at 13. Margin at 3. It's with Harry Fail from the Eagles. Fail. Oh, good spin, good twirl. Allen's in space. Allen could go for 3. Allen gets 3. Allen is on 19.
That's Ben Allen's 4th 3 of the night. Yeah. That puts him at 75% on 3-pointers.
Allen is having a great night out, especially from deep, and stops a potential Nigel Young shot there. So Ben Allen working overtime. Harry Fail can wrap. Oh,
the friendly roll. I never seem to get any of them.
We love the friendly rolls, don't we, Jay?
They just don't love me.
Marching now at 8. And suddenly,
the lead is returned.
The margin's 8 points, and the Eagles have put 22 points on the board in the third, and they're going to go again offensively. Harry Fail can add to it. He won't, but he'll find Joel Rhymes. Oh, opportunity there for a 3. Couldn't do so. Found the breadbasket of Damon Bozeman, who's going to try and go through the last Eagles defender. Majuk with the put back in, and we'll cut the margin back now to 6 points. 17 points now for the Blues in this quarter, where the Eagles have had 22 put into the bucket. Fail. Boquette to Allen. Oh, beautiful stuff there from Allen to Rhymes. Back to Allen. Allen's going to go himself here.
The foul's going to be on Majuk.
And that is Majuk's first foul of the game.
Hovey and O'Dunsey on.
It's Fail and Rhymes coming off.
Lee's gang on, but he will be a sub shooter. So
Benny Allen.
It's one of those, as a shooter, do you want to nail both and go back to the bench, or do you want to miss the last one so you can continue playing?
Well, I know you'd be a bit selfish and want to miss the last one so you can stay out on court. But with Ben Allen, who's now up
I think Ben Allen's deserved his rest, to be fair.
I was going to say, he's up to 20 points for the game. He deserves at least a bit of a breather. And Luke Lee's again, you talk about his stretched out arms. Allen will stay in for this.
Yeah, it's like Go-Go Gadget arms.
Hovey. Oh, my goodness, Logan Hovey. He's a star, this American is. Logan Hovey goes through 3 defenders there and puts the margin out to 9 points.
Great defense by Hovey.
Ball stays with Diamond Valley. Kafritzis finds Allen.
No basket. Foul will be on Bozeman. Bozeman's third foul.
Now Luke Lees again can come on for Ben Allen. I was going to say, it wasn't a bad backhand shot there for Ben Allen.
Yeah, it's one of those hear the whistle and heave it sort of moments.
Ben Allen, his stats are amazing. 20 points, 10 rebounds. We'll get to his other stats very, very shortly when he comes back out. But if you look at his blocks have, I think he's had 2 or 3 blocks for the game too, Ben Allen.
Yeah, I'd have to actually get in there and look at it, but we've only got 1 for the game, so he's probably just got the 1.
Fritzis to bring the ball back in for Diamond Valley. He finds Adunsi to Boquette. Back to Kafritzis. Adunsi, good decoy there from Hovey. Adunsi was free, but couldn't convert the 3. And Frankston are away with 46 seconds left. Spinning, twirling, Hatia Morovic. Oh, Adunsi.
Adunsi's going to get challenged.
He will go to the line for 2, Anthony Adunsi.
Yeah, I don't think Adunsi saw it coming, because if he turned on the Jets, there wouldn't have been a contest.
No.
He slowed down and didn't see the weak side defender coming.
I think he thought he had a bit more space, though. That's the thing. Well, at least he can take a few deep breaths now, convert what he's already got now, which is 14 points for the game, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. As I said, you can't really fault Anthony Adunsi as Majuk comes back out onto the court, and Najil Young to take a breather. I think Najil's a little bit disappointed with how things are transpiring for the Frankston Blues so far in this game. They're down by 9. Darcy misses the first. 40.4 seconds left in this third. He'll miss the second as well.
Luke Lee's gang's going to be called for the foul.
And he can't believe it.
I think he used the word soft there.
I concur. 38 seconds left in this third. Eagles with a 9-point advantage. They've chucked on 25 points in this third.
Bozeman's trying to use his frame to clear out.
Hatzia Morovic, too easy for him. And now the Eagles can go. They've got 14 seconds left. The shot clock is not in effect. Adunsi, Boquette thinking 3. Adunsi thinks deep 2 instead. Can't do so. That will make it a 7-pointer. And at 3-quarter time, the Eagles pile on 25 points to 19 in that third and lead by 7 as we turn for home here at Diamond Valley Stadium. It's time to turn for home here at Diamond Valley Stadium. And Diamond Valley have come to play against the big boys in the Frankston Blues because, believe it or not, if you've just tuned in, Diamond Valley are leading 76-69.
Green over there is starting a fight with Mop Squad.
They are indeed. As Lucas Kafritzis helps himself to a few snakes before, the final quarter.
Too bad he's putting them all in at once.
He's still in all the snakes, and he had a quick glance at us as well.
He knows I'm talking about him now.
Yeah, a bit of a smile on his face too.
Muppet.
Bit of energy though. That's exactly what the boys need heading into the fourth. Margin at 7. I just love the banter between commentators and players sometimes.
Yeah, but they're usually laughing at you, not with you.
Well, we're laughing with them.
Sure.
Well, you think that. So I think that, you think otherwise. Darcy Harding to bring the ball back in for the Eagles. Here's O'Dunsey. Dunsey to Benny Allen, back to Anthony O'Dunsey.
Yeah, they like that little dribble handoff.
They do. And the dual passes also work too. Quick ones here. Hovey for 3. Would have been a great start to the final.
Hovey's got the rebound.
Kick possession. Oh, beautiful stuff from Logan Hovey. He joins Big Boy Ben on 20 points for the game.
I imagine O'Dunsey will get there before the end of this as well.
So, 100 points is in the headlights at the moment.
I don't think we'll quite make it, but we'll get close.
We almost got close a couple of weeks ago as well. Quick there from Elsa McDonald. Oh, Dunsey. Quick one on Will Pearce. Knew exactly what he was going to do there. Good bounce pass over now to Joel Rhymes. Rhymes loses the ball. McDonald. Oh, Dunsey with a great steal. He picked it off well. Stole it.
Short, but he gained the foul. Bozeman hit him on the hands.
Like a thief in the night was Anthony O'Dunsey from that steal too. And suddenly our American import can go to the line for 2. What are some of his stats tonight, Jay? Anthony O'Dunsey.
Anthony O'Dunsey, he's shooting 46% for 14 points.
Well, that
make it 15.
But that will probably go up to maybe 40.
4 rebounds, 5 assists, and the impressive one is the 3 steals with a block.
We're made at 46% shooting Anthony O'Dunsey. He spent 26 minutes on court tonight as well.
Yeah, we've had enough scoring come from other places that he hasn't had to be playing a full 40.
Good defending there from Anthony O'Dunsey.
Bozeman was not happy about the defense.
No, he wasn't. Just couldn't stop the ball from staying out of the bucket. Reach. And Will Pearce let Anthony O'Dunsey know about it because Anthony O'Dunsey is going to the line again.
Foul was on Will Pearce.
Will Pearce joined that foul there. I think Pearce was trying to retaliate after Bozeman put the bucket in.
Players will never learn. Asking a ref just never ends well.
The referees will never give you immunity from a foul. It's physically impossible. It's good too, because O'Dunsey actually hasn't had a foul to his name at all tonight either.
And he's now on 17 points and well within striking range of that 20.
17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists from the American import, the former Southern Sabres. Sandringham Sabres, or now called the Southern Sabres. Quick one there from Harding. Margin still at 6, 81-75. Hovey, O'Dunsey, Allen. It's good though because the Eagles are winning a lot of their games now at home. Much like the women, as O'Dunsey puts it in. He's almost there at the 20 mark too, Jay. But I was going to say, I'm looking forward to the game in 2 weeks though. We head up the road to Eltham High to take on the Wildcats in a rivalry game. Back to where we started. Oh, beautiful steal from Anthony O'Dunsey. He can go all the way almost. And he's going to go to the line again.
He's just having a little nap.
Anthony Adansi, in the space of about 45 to 60 seconds.
Just hit the deck hard twice.
He's going to go to the line again. Put the margin out to 10.
And the mop squad are coming in to do their job.
And he potentially could be our top scorer so far of the game.
The issue is as he's doing his crossover, he brings the ball across his face. So they are legitimately going for the ball. Problem is when the ball is up around your face and you create contact, you're going to hit the deck hard. So it's not like they're meaning to level him. It's just they're going for the ball. Ball then gets shoved into his chest and face area and he hits the deck. So it looks a lot worse than it probably is.
It's probably been Adansi's best outing as an Eagle. He joins Hovey and Allen in the 20 club.
And they have nobody on 20. Their closest would be Majok on 18.
This to be the top scorer so far for the Eagles. He can't do so. But he's in good company though.
Darcy Harding rejoins. He's being careful out there with his 4 fouls.
He's got to be careful in the next 7.5 minutes of this game. Lost.
Fail with the strip.
From Bozeman. Majok was not too happy with Ben Allen, but Ben Allen is not going to have anything to do with the South Sudanese.
Ben Allen's only got 2 fouls, so he can be a bit more adventurous with it at the second.
There is Allen. Allen to Adansi. The Magic Man on 21. He finds Harding. Harding with a great
good to get
layup.
Harding back on the board. He hasn't scored since the first quarter and early in that.
That's a great layup there from Darcy Harding. And the margin now is out to 11 points, 86 to 75. Balls with Hadzio Mirojevic. He couldn't get there in the end. Majok, though, picks up the offensive rebound. He'll lose it, though. And the Eagles are away. Fail. He picks up.
I don't even know who that foul's on. 2 players hit him at the same time.
But Harry Fail,
called it
he's
on
going to the line.
15, which is Young.
Well, the biggest thing out of this one here, Jay,
that's 5 fouls on Young, so he's done for this evening.
the Jules Young's done. Which
they
means
are subbing on
Tom
number
Garrett.
10, Tom Garrett, to replace him.
Timeout on the floor. As we go into that timeout, let's see some other stats, Jay. Chuck us some stats about how both teams are going, because at this point in time, 20 points to Adansi, 20 points to Allen, 19 to Hovey, and our shooting is looking, oh, that's good actually, 53% from the field.
Sound surprised there, buddy?
Well,
It's the 17 assists is what's really worked in our favour.
Yep.
The amount, usually the assist means it's an easy bucket. So to have 17 assists means we've had 17 easy buckets, 34 odd points.
and also a lot of good things too coming from us is that a lot of points we're getting from Frankston have been coming from turnovers as well. Frankston leading the turnovers, 14-8 in this one.
Yeah. Frankston have shot 0 of 6 from three-point land, which won't be helping their case. From the 2, they're actually not shooting bad. They're just not getting a lot of shots because they're turning it over.
And they haven't scored a single three-pointer at all in this game,
No, they're 0 of 6.
which is surprising.
Well, if you look at the makeup of their team, they really are designed to get down the lane. They've got Majok, who just wants to sit in the lane, and most of their players are drivers trying to just get through the lane.
And it shows as well that they're sharing the points around tonight, Darren Valley too, because 17 assists to 3 on the floor. That is remarkable. That
Cap's just trying to get somebody to give him a high five. Poor fella.
He loves the high five, doesn't he, Cav?
Yeah, he's part mascot. Maybe we should put him in the Eagle costume.
Yeah. He's the joke.
I wonder if he could play in that. Like, wouldn't be very aerodynamic.
He's the joker of the club, that's for sure. As we digress back to Harry Fail, who scores his first from his 3 throws. His stats, he's up to 60% field goal shooting now, Harry Fail. 9 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 3 steals.
Yeah, it's the 3 steals.
And now
he's the big one. However, he actually did get a block. I remember seeing it, but that block got attributed to Duncy.
So 10 points now for Harry Fail. and they've turned it over again.
The Diamond Valley bench just got a nice shock when Hovey kicked the ball into him.
Bit of banter there between Alistair McDonald and Coach Grant Wallace.
Well, it's Grant Wallace's old team. He used to coach them back in the day. So he probably still knows a lot of the players and the staff back in Siebel days.
13 points the margin. Hatia Morovic trying to get it there. Majuk trying to get the rebound. And again, the Eagles with another great rebound. And they can press. And that's what they're doing. A Duncy with a bounce pass to Hovey. Hovey! He's up. He's gone. He's up to 21.
He's giving you 2 dunks tonight.
Logan Hovey's showing off. You can see why too. At this point in time, it's almost curtains for Frankston because the margin is at the 15. McDonald trying to get some respect back for the Blues. Can't do so. But picks up a foul instead.
Yeah, Ben Allen be his 3rd.
So 5.5 minutes left in this one. He jades 90-75. As McDonald will fire the first and get it successfully in the bucket. Margin at 14. I told you that the triple digits is not.
Yeah, they've done a good job. They've managed to put a load of points on the board in a hurry, so hundreds is definitely within reach now.
Barker on, Garrett off for the Blues. And if they can keep the momentum up, we could be firing our first double-digit score of the season, which would be fantastic. Here, the crowd is really into it now. Harding, Adunsi. Bounce past the fail. Finds Hovey. Oh, my God.
Hovey's definitely trying to make a case for that highlight reel this week.
He's just a prestigious talent, isn't he, Logan Hovey?
Yeah, how he hangs in the air is just impressive.
He's so talented. McDonald trying to go for 3 to calm everyone down. He can't do so. He'll go for a deep 2. He can't even get that.
Harding corrals the rebound and Fails looking to set up some offense.
Fails calming the court down a bit as we tick into the last 5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, well, you got a 15-point lead. You don't need to be rushing. Time is literally their enemy now. You don't want to be giving them extra possessions.
Allen, that would have been a sweet cake if he got the 3 points there. Hit the rim.
Ben Allen's going to get called for that. That'll be his 4th.
He's got to be careful now, big boy Ben.
Yeah, we don't have much size backing up behind him.
Except for Luke Lees again.
I meant, like, size, not height.
So he's going to have to be very careful with his running mate, Majuk in this last 4.5 minutes at least. Ball's with Bozeman. Bozeman trying to go for the 2 here. He couldn't do so. He'll rebound his own ball. He tried to get the foul.
They've called kick ball. It's no foul. It's a bit unfortunate because it was a bit of a scrap, but at least it's not a foul.
Which is good. Margin still at 15. Majuk to Hatia Morovic. McDonald thinking deep 2. He thought 3 instead to Barker. Barker couldn't get it and Fail again picks up another rebound to add to his 10 points he's got today. Over to Harding. He's got a good brain too. Harry Fail.
Yeah, he's a smart point guard.
Definitely a future captain of this club. Duncy made that look like chopped liver.
Timeout called Frankston.
Frankston have called a timeout, and with 3:45 left, the Eagles look like they're going to pick up their 5th win of the season.
I'd imagine Frankston's going to try for one last push, see if they can get this within single digits with 2 minutes to go. And if they can't, I'd imagine they'll put the bench through and live to play tomorrow.
So what I'm going to say here is that I think that if we can get this margin beyond 20, it's curtains for Frankston.
Yeah.
We're almost at the 20 mark too.
They're going to have one last push in them to try and get it below 10. If they can't, they'll bring their bench through.
Some of the stats as well at this point in time. 10 points, shooting at 60% is Harry Fail. Adunsi shooting at 50% for 22 points. Darcy Harding has been seamless at 100% for 5 points. 69% shooting for Logan Hovey and 54% shooting for 20 points for big boy Benny Allen.
Yeah, the impressive one with Ben is the 11 rebounds as well. Out of our 31, so that means he has more than a third of our total rebounds.
And again, the assists have helped us as well because we're leading the assist count by quite a bit, 18 to 3.
And everyone seems to have assists, which is really good to see.
It's good too because, you know, they're sharing the points around. It's not relying on just one player to score all the points where, you know, we've got 4 players in the double digits, 3 are over 20. So it's a real team effort tonight from the squad, which has been fantastic to see. And this is probably what Grant Wallace tried to instill on this side. He's tried to instill on this side to make sure that if you want to play together, you might as well fly together as one. With the moniker that we have here, fly as one, we're definitely flying together as one because there is no selfless player out on court, is there?
They're going to call the foul on Logan Hovey.
That's Logan's 3rd foul. Margin at 17. The clock ticks down. Time is the enemy now for the Frankston Blues. The last time we were at Diamond Valley Stadium, we had a nail biter on our hands.
Yeah, I'm hoping they don't put me through that again tonight.
I don't want to have to go through that either. Like, that's the last thing we need. I think Frankston are trying to zone up here. Oh, Darcy almost lost.
Yeah, they were in a press. They were trying to make Harry Fail commit the turnover, and he did well to get through it.
Here is Harry Fail over to big boy Ben. Long pass to Harding. Harding for 3. Swish.
Harding hasn't missed all night. Still at 100% for the evening.
Well, Jay, let's set the story here. We're 3 points away from 100.
That's going to be Harding's last foul. He's out.
He's had a great game, though.
Yeah, he's fouled out.
He's had a very good game, though. Shooting at 100%, 8 points. Clutch points when we needed the most. And Lucas Kafritzis will come back out onto the floor.
And my commentator is getting mocked by the gallery. Meg Krupe seems like she wants to take the headphones.
I'd be happy for Meg Krupe to join me for the last 2.5 minutes. Give you an early spell.
She's gone bright red now, so maybe not.
Bit of smile on Meg Krupe's face right next to us as we digress back into play. Lachlan Barker. And again, the Eagles are just committing together as one. Allen, good bounce pass there for Hovey, and he lost it in the end. But at this point in time, though, you can say it's curtains for Frankston.
It's timeout, Diamond Valley.
And it's curtains for Frankston because
18 points is a real hurdle to come back from. You'd have to be Reggie Miller.
I was going to say, it'd be very, very tough for Frankston now to get back in this one. What we might do, though, Jay, as you find us some more stats in this last 2 minutes or so, what has impressed you the most?
What's impressed me is without 2 of your top gunners in Liam Thomas and Joel Spear, that they've managed to spread the offense around and get contributions from places they usually don't have it. Like, everyone has a couple points, a couple assists, and a few rebounds. They're all working together as a team, or flying as one.
Bendigo 97-70 over the Southern Sabres. We're up by 18 if you've just joined us. Geelong 94-85 in front of Tasmania. Eltham beating Kilsyth at the moment. That game is still going.
That will be an interesting watch. Kilsyth are in a slump for a team that should be dominating.
They've lost 3 of the last 4.
Yeah, they're trying to readjust to having Turner back.
Ballarat 50-41 up against Ringwood. Knox 60-53 up against Dandenong. Nunawading are putting Albi Wodonga to the sword, 71-52.
Nunawading are doing that without Lucas Walker as well.
Here we go. Well, you said they were going to try and press here at the Blues, and that's what they're trying to do in this last 2 minutes. They've turned the ball over because it's gone back into the hands of Logan Hovey. And the Eagles now can just run the clock down. They know they've won this, and they've won this quite comfortably. This could be
8 seconds. Somebody's going to have to look at shooting.
a Dunsey. He's going to go 3. He wants to hit the double. Oh!
That's considered a jump ball. It's Frankston ball.
Anthony Dunsey almost got the 3, but he got stuck between the backboard and the rim. So it's Frankston ball. Not often we see that in a game, do we, Jay?
No. Oh, that was a very odd-looking floater, but it worked.
And that's for Jared Moss, who's spending his first minutes out on courts.
Hey, good way to start your minutes.
And it's actually his first game, too, for the Blues this season, too, Jared Moss.
Diamond Valley are milking the clock, and they're going to have to try and find a good shot to finish.
I think they do want to reach the triple digits. They're just waiting for the right moment to do so. A Dunsey for 3. Almost in the triple digits there. 1 minute to do it.
They get one more possession to try.
We've got 1 more minute to do so. Barker
That's a lovely scooping layup by Barker. Very impressive.
has cut the margin back to 14. So the Eagles will register their 5th win of the season, and they'll put us almost.
Would nice. They still have to shoot this, otherwise the clock will expire. It'd be nice to get to triples.
Fail for 3. Very short.
Although
Allen.
CAF just got the steal, and they still have to shoot this, so there is a possibility of getting to that 100 mark.
Dunsey, Kafritzis, how
That's
beautiful
really
it'd be
deep.
for him to do it. Couldn't do so. Hovey,
There you go.
the 2
That's
points.
99.
1 more possession pretty much.
No, the clock stopped. The shot clock stopped.
And a cheeky 3 there from Lachlan Barker.
I doubt Diamond Valley would be unsportsmanlike and go for the shot.
Hovey, Kafritzis. And they're not going to go for the 100 mark. That's all right, though, because they're happy with 99. And Diamond Valley, with their 5th win of the season, are winners 99-86. Jay, before we sign off tonight, how did you rate tonight's game from
A
Diamond
lovely
Valley?
all-around game with Hovey top scoring it. If they can find that offensive chemistry for weeks to come, it could be a nice end to the season as we put on the playoff push.
Well, the playoff push is not too far away from us now. We're going to quickly go through this now. If you've just missed it, Diamond Valley win 99-86. Who is your player of the match for both Diamond Valley and Frankston?
Hovey and Majok.
Battle of the coach, Grant Wallace would have won the battle of the coaches by far.
The offensive system was impressive.
Well, for those wanting to know, Frankston are back at home tomorrow against the Ballarat Rush at 2 p.m. for the men, 12 p.m. for the women. While Diamond Valley will get a fortnight to prepare for the return rivalry game as they travel up the road. They take on the Eltham Wildcats to take on the Josh Sykes Show and Eltham at Eltham High in 2 weeks' time. Jay Beaton, thanks again for your expert analysis tonight as he walks off on me, but that's okay. Enjoy your break next weekend, and to everyone else, Queen's birthday break weekend. On behalf of Jay Beaton, Mickey Thompson, our core announcer, and everyone behind the scenes, I've been Michael Thompson, signing off as the final score here from Diamond Valley Stadium sees Diamond Valley with their 5th win of the season, and they win 99-86 over the Frankston Blues here at Diamond Valley Stadium.